Excuse my hand.
That was a good one.
I love that song.
That's a good song.
I'm talking about it has two of my favorite people in the world on the same
It's
song.
Plies.
No, Jamie Foxx and The Dream. No, The Dream at the do it like that. It's Plies' song.
I was like, I know I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
Like Plies is on this.
It's Plies' song, but who cares about Plies at a time like this? I do like Plies. No lie, I like Plies a lot.
Plies was in his bag then.
Yeah, he was. It was
Bust It,
another
Baby.
song. Bust It, Baby. Please, he has another slow one. Please excuse my hands. Bust It, Baby.
Shorty.
That's it.
And
That's
then he
it.
put Pleasure P on there.
Yeah. Shine. Hey, that was fire.
Hey, next
Shout
week.
out to Plies. We know what we playing next week already. Hey,
Yeah.
Plies, you had a run. We need that back.
Him, T-Pain, like,
Yeah, that whole crew Dream, like
Yep.
that whole little
it was an
bag
era.
of artists, man. But that one. So, well, anyway, welcome back to Syd and I podcast.
Just hit the ground running.
I am your host, Be Love, and like always, I'm joined by my very
Pregnant
special
host.
pregnant. Fire, that was fire.
I am very pregnant. I am in my third trimester.
She about to go on maternity leave. So
Oh my God.
my girl only got one more week.
My life is a maternity leave at this point.
One big ass maternity leave.
Oh, Syd the kid.
Big Syd.
Syd the pregnant kid.
The pregnant kid, Syd with kids.
Right.
Talk about it with 2 kids.
Yep.
You would stay at home. We never talked about that.
I'm a working mom.
Well, you know what I mean. You work from home, mom. You all
Yeah.
work from home. We never talked about that though. But
We haven't.
you never talked about how you quit the corporate arena.
They kind of forced my hand.
yeah, because
They forced me to quit because I was still my position at the time. I worked my complete pregnancy from home. I think we had just got back in the office from COVID when they started.
It's right.
And then I got pregnant, and I told my boss, like jokingly one day, I was like, I'm not feeling too good. Like, I think I need to throw up. And he's like, you're not pregnant, are you? I was like, well, we'll find out soon enough. And I was. And then I got super sick. And so
Can you say that? Men can't say that to a woman at work.
Well, I think he knew I just came off vacation because
Aight.
I got pregnant in DR, so I just came back, so he knew I was busting it
Hey, yo.
open. So yeah, and I was pregnant. Anyway, I worked from home for the 9 months. I got the doctor to let me write me a note to have me work from home.
Primary care.
My job accepted that, but after that, and I worked up until up until the day I had winter. I said, all right, y'all about to have a baby. See y'all. Beep. And that's my last email.
Log off.
And put my away message on. Go and have a baby. See y'all. And so like, I think my
That's fine.
maternity leave was, I think I had like 13, 15 weeks.
How many?
Maternity leave, and then I
Okay.
took the rest of my time because
Yeah.
I knew I wasn't coming
You
back.
like it's over with.
So I tried to continue to work from home.
My girl got
They were
FMLA.
like, you got to bring your ass back in. And like, I really, really tried, and they were not going. It was 5 days a week. So going from being home to back to 5 days, like I could have done like 2 days.
Yeah, like even right now, I say I can, but if you force my hand, depending on what the job was, I can go in for 1 day a week. Just one.
Just 1 to 2.
One. Just on a
But-
Wednesday too. I'm not
But
going
yeah,
in
so
on
I had
Thursday.
to quit. And I was blessed with my job with Sheetrition. I'm a
Big Sheetrition, hold up.
Sheetrition baddie.
Talk about it. My girl is in Italy. You know what I'm
She
saying?
is. And
At
so
a Michelin
yeah,
restaurant.
she offered me a position that just worked best with my lifestyle.
Hey,
and
man.
my lifestyle.
Hey, you got, like,
And it's blessed me to be able to
Fine.
stay at home with winter.
and you can really cook too, so it's not like
Yeah.
it fit in with what your passion is.
Yeah, and that to me like made it a lot better.
Yeah.
So just I've been with her for almost 2 years. Yeah, 2 years now. Almost.
I love
A
it.
year?
I love it.
I don't know. I haven't been back for a year, so this might be like years of change.
You
Yeah.
haven't, I haven't been back for a year,
No,
right?
Mm-mm. Except
Put that back on. Whoa.
you didn't see
Yeah.
it.
Acting like
You
that
forgot
didn't
where
have
you
an idea.
was.
Scratching my. I thought we were just talking.
Yeah,
Oh, it's dope. I knew that already. Though. I
Yeah.
didn't know who else
these
knew
one people
that.
in my business.
Yeah, I just dug deep. You got to dig deep. But going back to this song. Oh, if you're with me, let me know you're with me. Subscribe on YouTube. I forget to say that every time at the top of the podcast.
And yeah,
Go to
subscribe
YouTube.
to us.
Subscribe, like, share, tell a friend and tell a friend that the vibes are in, the visual aspects of where you need to be, because you can clearly see how pregnant Syd Can be. Sydney.
I wonder if you can see how pregnant I am in the black.
You really can't, though. I mean, you carried it well. Like I told you last time, it's not all up in here. It's all up in here.
Yeah, we're going to see how I look in the next few weeks.
Yeah, you'll be the same. Because he's due December what? 28th?
No, he's due before Christmas. So we're not dropping dates.
Okay, my bad.
December.
Just know. I know. Y'all know. Not privy to that information.
And,
the vibes are in the building.
But he should be here before Christmas.
All right, cool.
He better be.
He'll be singing some Christmas carols.
Right. He's due earlier than Winter was. Winter was due on Christmas.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Man, y'all, it's a good one. How you feel about joint birthday parties for kids?
So if it was a girl, they'd have been like, okay, cool, we in there.
Perfect.
I think with the girl and boy thing, because they're into different things, like, one to be into dinosaurs, others into Barbies. Like, how do we, I'm sure at some point we will collab a few times.
Yeah.
But Winter's a girl. And I know as a girl, and she's the oldest, I know she's going to want things to be all about her because she already has that main character personality. And she is the Beyonce. I think she doesn't know who her mommy is yet. Oof. I'm the Beyonce of the family. Oof. She is.
It could be two. Hold on. We two Beyonces.
we are two Beyonce.
Spider-Man me.
I'm going to pass on the baton. But yeah, no, I'm gonna most definitely like try to separate as much as I can. They will next year. Will be a collective
group
because he's turning 1, she's turning 3. We're still gonna go to Disney. I'm still gonna keep that tradition.
We're going.
Yeah,
and we're using the Lightning Lane app.
The Genie.
Long story. Don't worry about it. We just had to talk. This is something just cringe worthy. You ain't got to be deep, I guess. But about this song, so I'm about to double back around to. When I play this song, Jamie Foxx. So if you don't know this about me, Jamie Foxx is one of my favorite people in the world. Like I think that Jamie Foxx is probably the most talented black man in America. Like he could run for president. You don't think Jamie Foxx is the most talented?
He is super talented. I'm not going to say the most talented
black man in the
just because he can act and sing.
He can act, he can sing. He can play instruments. He can do impressions. He can tell jokes. He can give you a smoke. Yes.
The jokes and that's all under kind of like one umbrella to me.
Jamie Foxx. Let's debate. Jamie Foxx is the most talented.
You think he's more talented than like somebody like Chris Brown?
Hell yeah.
Chris Brown can play any sport. You put a ball in his hand with.
Fox can't too. He play basketball.
Basketball. Okay. Chris Brown can play football, basketball.
Jamie Foxx can't too. He was on any given Sunday.
Jamie Foxx with none of these balls.
Willie Beeman, any given Sunday.
That was acting.
He did a hell of a job.
Seen Chris. Shut up, Barry. Anyway, Chris is an artist. He can paint, draw. I ain't seen Jamie Foxx make a stick man.
I don't know. I think I seen him.
Jamie Foxx can't dance.
He can host TV shows.
He can't dance. That's great. So can Steve Harvey.
Well, debatable. He got that person name wrong. Well, Nick Cannon's fire too, though. But he ain't more talented.
He's not more talented
than Fox.
But Fox I'm not going to say in the world. He's a very talented man. I am a fan. I'm a fan. I feel like he's most definitely one of the best actors. Like, for sure. Him as Ray was like, it's crazy.
I like him on some movie named Law Abiding Citizen.
Oh, yeah. I like that one too.
And Collateral Damage. Not Collateral Damage. With him and Tom Cruise. Then they had that little run. They were doing their buddy cop thing.
They were.
Yeah. Will Smith, you the man, but you ain't no Fox, though. Fox is the man. Now, about Jamie Foxx. I was so excited, man, because sometimes I get in these moods where I go back and listen to old CDs, and me and my woman, India, we would sit back and listen to some old Fox.
This is the unpredictable.
Unpredictable. Fire. Another hit album. So I'm telling her, like, hey, you remember that time we went to the Jamie Foxx concert or whatever? She was like, And she ain't never tell you that. I'm like, boy, we had so much fun. It was in the amphitheater down in Atlanta. We kicking it, whatever. She's like, And I'm like, man, you remember that? All she kept saying was, I'm like, why you ain't excited to talk about this memory with me? She said, it wasn't me.
They got me on the counter. I can bear it. That is embarrassing.
I was going on and on and on about how much fun we had.
I was like, wrong bitch. I was like, that was...
I was lit. So I said, we saw Jamie Foxx 2 times, remember?
Oh my God. Do you now know who you were with?
Yeah, I had to go back and look up the tickets on Ticketmaster because I was at that point.
The fact you even still have the ticket receipt.
You go back and you don't delete emails.
I do delete emails. I saved certain emails, but that would have been gone by now.
I went back to the archive like, get over
Nigga, what
here.
year was that?
And
Don't
then
even
she
say it.
said, yeah, I told you that wasn't me. Man, I put my foot in my mouth that day because I was gun-ho about me and her going to see Jamie Foxx at the amphitheater in Atlanta. I remember that.
And it wasn't even her.
See,
Jesus Christ. That's some nasty behavior.
Nasty work, right? Then I went back to tell her, I said, listen, because the thing about it is before you, nothing even mattered.
Okay, sir.
But she didn't buy that, and I got in trouble that night. It was a long time ago, though. But yeah, she was not pleased. But I say all that to say, his concerts are fire. He tells jokes.
You know what one of my favorite songs is?
What?
I think it's on the album. It's,
Do what he do?
That was a good one, though. Oh, now you got me singing that over my song. So many ladies in the room.
And
can I take
you?
Can I take you home?
Can I take you home, girl?
Shit.
Was fire.
That's my
fire.
shit.
Listen, so Unpredictable came, and then why can't I think of the other album
Yeah,
now?
I wasn't on the other album.
So that's when we went to amphitheater.
With your other hole.
Intuition.
With your other hole.
With it, blame it on. So listen, they blame it on the alcohol.
Blame it on
the
again.
Weekend Lover. That's where SZA got the song. Weekend Lover.
I'm not a SZA.
You don't know. Not, you know Weekend though. That's fine. You know SZA Weekend. You don't know that song? On the weekend.
Oh yeah, the 9 to 5.
Yeah. Weekend Lover though. She stole that from Jamie Foxx.
I think that's the only song I know.
You know Slow. You know Overdose.
No,
So
I know that one too.
she ain't got it. Yeah, of course you know she got her own. I know every song on this album. We're talking about intuition right now.
Yeah, because you went to the concert.
I tell you what though. It's a song on it called Overdose. You almost played it. If you are in a pickle with your woman, go ahead and listen to that song, fellas, and write the lyrics down real smooth. And then give it to your woman. And then let her know that you overdosed on her and you can't be without her. I'm trying to tell a story. It's fine. It's fine.
I had to listen to that in the car.
It's fine. Nice sad. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. But yeah, I thought India was the star of the show. Come to find out, it was another girl. But it was only, I mean, it wasn't like I was out here taking a lot of girls on concerts. So I'm like,
you took it out of town and everything.
Why
You all staying at the W?
watch it. Probably the W for holidays. So not the H. But I do like the West. I do like the W in Buckhead though. It's fire. It's fire. Got a big bathtub. Don't ask me how I know. You find out. That's the better way to do it. Hey, real quick, I gotta hit the button because I gotta talk about something that I talked about in therapy. Therapy. I'm let's go.
Cameron asked me if I had asked you how it was going. At that time, you had only had the one.
I only had one session, so we had another session. Session number 2. Barrett and Kimmery. I can say her name. You don't know her last name. So me and Kimmery jumped on again. This time I had a little hiccup because she didn't give me the link to log on. I'm like, damn. And she said she charge you if you don't cancel within 24 hours. So I'm panicked. I'm trying to call her. I don't have her phone number yet because we have not reached that portion of our lives. However, I went and found her email. I emailed her and said, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot. Here it is. She didn't carry me out. She's like, okay, I'm so sorry about it. Whatever, we talked. Cool, no harm, no foul. Anyway, we got to the session and it was good. We had great conversations. What we talk about? We talked about, she asked me a question, do I feel like Indy and I are not connected as much as we used to? And I almost said, duh, dummy, but I didn't because I like her. I'm like, yeah, doesn't everybody feel like that after they have kids? She said, do you feel like the connection that you guys once had may be dwindling because of the time you spend together? And I said, yeah, of course. Like, yeah, thanks. I'm paying you money to tell me this. But then we got into it and we started unpacking the layers. And then she said that she suggests something I was going to talk about. Doing a babysitter swap. You ever thought about that? Doing this. You don't have to think about that. Y'all don't have to because of the luxury you guys have, which is phenomenal. I'm not hating.
What luxury is that?
The parents in town, the grandparents.
Uh-huh.
So
what is a babysitter swap?
The babysitter swap, like, we're super close, we would send Blake and Shiloh to your house on the first Saturday of the month. Then you would send Winter and my guy over to our house on the second Saturday of the month, just to have a date night every month for free without having to pay a babysitter.
So the swap is
the parent swap.
You're swapping kids with people that have kids.
Right. So you can avoid having to pay the babysitter fees. She said that the majority of time the couples come in, two things. I'm gonna tell you the second one too, but the majority of time couples come in is because they've lost their way due to the kids. Like they're not going on dates where they used to go out of town frequently. They don't go out of town anymore. They don't even go to Pound Town, let alone out of town. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm just trying to get a little taste of that Pound Town, that downtown. But she said that we need to figure out how to do a sitter swap because I told her that, we got babysitters that we can rely on, but now they getting boyfriends, they getting engaged. And then one of them, she having some family issues. So now we got to hit the reset button on babysitters. So she like, well, have you thought about this? I'm like, yeah. And we just got to find a family to do it. But not y'all, but I'm just saying, have you thought about that though?
This is my first time hearing about it.
Really?
You just gave me some new news.
I'm putting on game.
But no, I feel like once he gets here and we got into at least a routine, because I don't want to watch nobody brand new baby. And obviously nobody is giving their brand new baby. But we most definitely can do that.
I'm not even holding nobody baby. Because that way, I don't want to hold
I didn't break your baby.
Nigga Nick hanging.
They are so goosey then. But no, I mean, that's something we most definitely can do once he got a little bit older.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So she put me on game. She like, y'all should try that.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool, bet. So we talked about that. Then she said, so it's one of the most common reasons why people come see her.
Yeah.
Then she said, second reason why people come to see her is because of what I like to call coach speak. And
y'all don't know how to talk to each other. You talk to each other like
men, like from a man point of view.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can find myself, all right, example. This is what I gave her. She asked me, how did the grand opening work? I can't say it because she haven't gave me my code yet. How did the grand opening of the Pilates studio go? How did it go? And I said, it went well. And I said, she was happy. I was happy. Everybody was excited. But then in my mind, I had to catch myself because I was about to say some bullshit. I was about to say something crazy. And she said, what were you going to say? I said, I was going to say, all right, cool. Now that this part of the celebration is done, we have to start thinking about how to get asses into the building.
Asses into the classes.
And how to get asses into the classes. So I'm telling her that, and she was like, oh, I hope you didn't say that. So I didn't. Then she said one of the main reasons why women come to her is because their husband will talk to them like, you got to do this. You got to do this. Almost like a coach or a dad. I call it coach. Mm-hmm. She said like a dad. I said, I want to be your daddy, baby. I just want to help you out. Yeah. I want to help you grow. So I didn't do it. She said, good job. So.
Okay, so restraint.
Oh, but boy, it took a lot.
Okay, well, that's some good therapizing.
Yeah,
right
she probably don't say it's like once we get down to the brass tacks, she's good. I think she got to get like out of first gear. It takes so long, like an old rusty Oldsmobile. But once she kicked up to goddamn third gear, we off and going at that point. So it's been good.
That was some good advice.
Came about to get therapy. Tap in. We can go. Me and him go together. Might get a discount.
I feel like I get it just 2 for 1.
Hey, 2 black men for 1 white woman. We doing it.
We do. When we have done therapy in more recent times, it's been together.
Nice.
She
brought that up.
I feel like everybody can and should do therapy at one point in time. But right now, I feel like we're okay. Maybe once we are parents of 2, we probably will need some.
Right.
A little bit of extra help, maybe.
It's good for my mental stability because I love talking to people.
You do.
So she makes me feel good because she's just going to listen to me ramble. I can be a rambling man sometimes.
But a rambling man.
You probably, I don't know you knew that song.
You know what's crazy? I told Cameron that about you. I said, Barrett knows a lot of songs. Like I will like kind of burst out saying it, he'll finish, and I'm like, "Oh, you know that song." So look,
see, and that's another one.
Because you don't really meet people that know songs like that.
You don't. That's why you have to. I was shocked.
I was born a rambling man.
Hey man, I'm telling you, look at us. You can't find nobody that know each other better than we know each other. Didn't know we knew each other.
That was a good one.
See? All right. So therapy, Kimmery, if you ever hear this, hats off. You're doing a good job. Just keep it up.
Hats off, but it's on.
Hey, but it's on. $50 next week. This tomorrow, matter of fact. Going again. Speaking of Cam, I went to the dentist yesterday.
Is this a story?
Yes.
Okay.
I text Sydney. I said, hey, remind me to tell you this story while I'm at the dentist. So I had just eaten, and I'm going to the dentist to get my teeth clean. But when I get done eating, I go brush my teeth.
Okay. I was about to ask, did you brush your teeth before you went?
I said, India, like, why you brushing your teeth and you about to go to the dentist?
Ew, India.
I said, you nasty buzzer. You don't brush your teeth before you get your teeth clean? She like, it depends on how I feel. Sometimes, but I'm going to go out of my way and do it because I was kind of rushing. Mm-hmm. I don't like to be late. I like to be like 5 to 10 minutes early when I go places. So I'm like, she's like, you can take your time. I'm like, no, I can't. I'm about to go brush my teeth. I mean, you don't have to do all that. Yes, I do. Brush your teeth before you get your teeth clean, people. It's respectful. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm just getting that top layer off for him.
Yeah, just go ahead and get at least your tongue. Yeah. Talking and you got the breath coming all out.
Yeah.
Because you know they talk about you when you leave.
I feel like everybody. No, not everybody. Yeah, I think if you got the nasty mouth, they talking about you.
If I was a dentist and you came in my chair with stuff all in, you should have seen Barry, girl.
Yeah, but that's if you got stuff all in your teeth.
Yeah. So I went, boom, hit it. Now, while I'm sitting, I get to the dentist, I'm sitting there. I told you I got done eating. All of a sudden, this seat kicked in. So my stomach started to sound.
The sound effect.
Wait. Stomach said, I said, what's that noise? I was clenching my butt cheeks so tight because I wanted to fart right in there.
Why did you go to the bathroom?
She was knee deep in my mouth.
Oh, you're in the chair. I'm thinking you're in the waiting room.
Nah, she was in my mouth. So I want to blame y'all for that because I'm talking about
don't blame me. First of all, the seek has nothing to do with me.
Seek almost made me seep.
I didn't find that protein drink.
I'm a hole in it. And the thing about protein that people don't tell you, if you eat a lot at one time, it got to come out.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, I'm uncomfortable getting my teeth clean. At one point, I had my mouth open. I said, Mom, my chin hurt. She said, why your chin hurt? I said, I can't get comfortable right now. She said, well, let me know if you need to stop. I'm like, nah, you good. Just trying to get comfortable. Boy, I started sweating. Them bowels about to move.
You should have told her, let me hop up and run to the
Nah, I just held it the whole time.
Absolutely not.
As soon as I got outside, it's the sound of my gut. This is the sound of my gut. And it's stroganoff. I let it rip.
That is disgusting.
Anyway, I got nothing to do with relationships, but I just thought that I would mention.
Thank you for that.
Got there. Seek Cam. It's on you, brother. Let's see.
I don't think the Seek has been giving him any gastronomical issues.
But so I take it and I eat a high protein.
Yeah, so does he.
He told me to do it. He be farting, you be gone by that time. You know what I mean?
Screaming.
You ain't got that hound dog nose like
that. I can smell. I can't see, but I sure can't smell. Ain't here. It's like when one of your senses is bad, the others are.
It's enlightened. Heightened.
Not enlightened.
Hey, you know what we got to talk about? Let me take a sip of water before I get him. All right, let me move on.
Another rambling man.
Well, this time we talking about the Pied Piper, and I ain't talking about R. Kelly because he's already behind bars. My boy Diddy got indicted today when we're recording this podcast. And in the indictment, not only did he get charged for sex trafficking and abuse and racketeering, but they also found, I'm not laughing, but I'm laughing, 1,000 bottles of lubricant and baby oil. And I thought to myself, how wet can it get? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, what are you doing with that amount of lube?
I'm going to say he had a night where they had
1,000 bottles.
A big ass, long ass slip and slide.
The freak off. The slip
and slide. They put all that. They needed 1,000 bottles of baby oil to put on there so they could slide from one end of the mansion to the other.
That's nasty work. I said, man, listen. Are you a sumo wrestler? Sumo wrestlers all they self up so you can't grab them. If you didn't know, I taught you something.
I need to read the documents. I have to read that.
I listened to it live.
And they said it.
The dude, the South New York USDA, USAD. What was Angela?
USD.
What's Angela from Power? He's her. Valdez, U.S. something was U.S. Attorney General.
I think it's U.S.
AD.
District Attorney.
Attorney General. Shit, now USDA is for the meat.
USA, hell, I don't damn know.
He's Angela Valdez from Power, goddammit. So Angela from Power, but the male version in real life, I listened to his press conference.
And he had to read that off. That's embarrassing.
He showed the guns and then he read
and then
off.
He showed the Astroglide.
Yeah, he showed,
Damn.
Astroglide.
Damn.
He showed the stuff. So like, man, why? Like, I don't even know. I don't understand now. I do like it oiled up. I'm not gonna lie. It's maybe TMI for some people. India might get upset with me, but I'm saying is, but it is what it is. Ain't nothing like a good shiny quarter. Put a little baby oil on a quarter. You know, you get a new quarter or a new dollar and it look good.
Oh my God. Now
like
we're dipping our change, our pennies, our
yes.
wrinkle pennies.
Wrinkle pennies and shiny quarters.
Oh,
listen,
brother.
imagine spraying some black magic on the tire. So I understand Diddy. I understand him with the
It's
with
just
the
so
baby
much
oil.
more appealing, right?
It is. But he's spraying black magic on something else. That ain't appealing.
Oh my God.
They said, I was listening to my boy. He was hiring or he had hired male commercial sex workers. Come on, it's literally what he said. Commercial male sex workers to be flown in and out of town to also
to Pound Town.
Yeah, to go to Pound Town with him and whomever
This is just
else.
too much.
Yeah, I'm like,
why can't we just arrest him and the charges be because you a freaky ass nigga?
hey, freak ass nigga, you're 69. God,
But-
Jesus.
But really,
But yeah, he took it to another level, which made me want to come in and ask you. I gotta ask you this. Who would you be, because they said it was multiple people listed. Who would you be most hurt by if you saw them on the docket?
oh
Who
my!
would
Do you
you
think?
be
So
most hurt
wait.
by?
Are there names on the docket that will be released?
So yeah, so they said that in the investigation, this is what Angela Valdez said. He said that in the investigation they're going through, there were videos, pictures, and names. And they said that some of the names were people, his assistants. They did say that they used to get the hotels for him, then set the hotels up with the 1,000 bottles of lube that he would use. That's what the man said.
I hope Usher has nothing to do with it.
Okay, Usher. I thought about Fox.
All right, him
Fox.
too.
Fox.
All this is disgusting.
It is.
And it's like, because it's so centered around sex and sex trafficking and sex workers and your sexual preferences. Because it's like, if it was all ladies, would we be so shocked? Or is it because it's men too that we're like, oh my God.
That's a good point.
I don't know. I just
You know what it is? I think also, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think also the abuse thing ties into it too. Because they didn't mention that, like, he was restraining women, giving them drugs, and had the men, and then he had the guns because he was scaring them. Be like, if you leave, he would open up his closet and show them the guns he had.
I think that's also crazy that all this is coming out now.
It's facts. Like, yeah,
it's very confusing and it's very disgusting. And I hate it because I was a Diddy fan. Just like I was an R. Kelly fan.
Me too, boy.
Diddy's my birthday twin.
Oh,
and I
that's
can't
right.
be like, whoa, birthday twin. I can't say that anymore. I gotta rub
Diddy
it on
stole.
in.
You know, he stole my name. This is where all this coming from.
What, Sean Pepper?
Be Love. Nah. No, you can try to call yourself Brother Love.
Oh my God. Yeah, I never called. I think Diddy was the last thing. The last name change he got out of me was Diddy.
He started calling himself Love, then him and Joy was spotted on that boat.
And it was the Be Love.
God don't play about me. He said, watch this. And come in my holler at you, Diddy. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
God said, let me holler at you, Puff. But nah, I agree with you. I think it would be still a big deal because of the abuse, but I think it's more of a big deal because it's same-sex people involved, same-sex humans involved, and the sex trafficking too. Like, if you flying people in from Costa Rica on the sex trafficking side of the game, you can see some BBCs. That's crazy. And if you don't know what BBCs are, I'm leaving it where it is. Diddy wanted some BBCs and his ABC.
And 1, 2, 3.
I'm talking about it. Oh, this. So then I went on a tangent. I'm like, dang, I know it's a lot of rooms in Diddy's house. And I thought about you. That's not like that, but I thought about you. And I said,
I ain't seen none of them rooms.
I gotta ask Syd. If somebody came up to visit you and Cam and you guys them stay in your guest room, would you be mad if they had sex in your guest room?
I think it's weird to have sex in someone's house. It's a little bit disrespectful.
Okay.
I feel like, depending on what the circumstances is, like my room, my guest bedroom is right next to my daughter's room. So if you're in there fucking and my baby is sleeping in the next room, you're disrespectful and you want me to cuss you out and you don't ever want to come back to my house again. I just think I wouldn't do that. Yeah. I wouldn't come over here and do that at your house. It's kind of like,
Can y'all wait? Yeah.
Or I would stay at a hotel. If I know I'm going to be busting it open throughout the weekend, I'm just going to stay somewhere else so I can be as loud as I want to be, nasty as I want to be. Like, I don't want you to have to go clean them sheets after. It's just nasty. I don't know. I mean, to each his own, but I just don't feel comfortable.
Oh, I got a good one for you. And I'm finna, this is a story. This is a story right now. What if you were staying at home? I shouldn't say this. What if you were staying at home at somebody's house, single? Better Vegas homecoming right now. Homecoming just passed by the time y'all heard this. Hope everybody was safe and had a phenomenal time.
I know we did.
Hey, yo, we partied. We out there like this. I seen Syd with the baby. She had one of them shirts on with them pants unbuckled.
No. That's not my look. This is how I look this time.
Oh, really?
I'm covering it up.
Okay. Cam said enough. Cover that damn crystal ball up.
Covering my crystal ball. Anyway, so.
Somebody came over to my house for homecoming. So one of the homies did. And I let them stay on the couch because we didn't have a guest room, right? And then I came downstairs the next morning and I'm eating my breakfast and I sit down on my couch and I put my hand on the couch and I feel like, man, what's this moisture in my hand? And I pick up a used condom. At that point in my life, what should I do?
Smack the shit out of him.
Okay.
Especially in this house.
Yeah, well, not this house. This is because this house got a guest room. So like,
I'm just saying, like, if it was this house, you have children.
Oh yeah.
That is where you sit. Again, if I know I am going to be getting it in, I'm checking into a hotel room, even if I'm already staying with you and things change and I meet somebody and I'm like, we're getting a room. Yeah. Hopefully he has a room. But I'm not doing it where you can walk downstairs and be getting a glass of water and be like, oh, my man, like.
See a little booty in the air floating back and
no,
forth.
you might be like, hey, but I would rather
Freak
not.
I just no Diddy. No Diddy.
Hey, what y'all doing? I would just rather not.
Yeah.
And I feel like at this big age, I'm just going to take my ass to, a hotel.
I
hotel,
agree,
motel, Holiday Inn. Motel 6 where the lights are always on.
And then listen, my homegirl told us a long time ago in the episode when India was trying to find somewhere to stay at the last minute. Hotels tonight. I've never used it. She just told us about it.
Find
it's a good option.
Them low deals on the hotels.
I didn't know.
Airbnb, anything. I'm just not going to do that in your house, especially you have children. Yeah. And especially if, just out of common courtesy. Yeah.
Now, if you're one of my closest partners or something like that.
I don't give a shit how close we are. I feel like I was done sneaking and having quiet sex in people's houses when I was like,
I'm talking about
college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. You're right about it. 100%. 100%.
Ain't nobody doing that now. Like even when we spend the night with my mom.
Yeah, I don't like to do it.
No.
I just wait. We just had to just do it when we get back home.
Or you do it in the shower where, it's not.
You do it in the shower. I don't like
That's what me and Cameron would. Yeah, but
we doing it in the car. I'm gonna keep it real. It's multiple places.
It's too many other places. In the backyard, behind the tree.
Yeah, like go for it. Be adventurous. Let an ant crawl up your booty. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what happened? Mosquitoes bite the coochie.
Okay.
But no, that's the answer. So if anybody's going to anybody else's house, be mindful, be respectful. Don't just start getting it in or where you fit in when you go to somebody else's residence, because I'm kicking your ass out. But let me go to my next. I got something else. I forgot to ask you about this because this reminded me of my Sikh story. The most embarrassing moments during intercourse. Have you ever had an embarrassing moment?
I'm sure. And you know what? When you send me this stuff, I should really be like pulling my...
Sure, just go ahead and pull your thoughts together.
I
thought about this with me. I've never had like an embarrassing moment, but every guy, we talked about this a while ago, you take some medication and you just don't come in as strong as you need to come in.
Okay.
You don't just get in a home plate like
what kind of medication? Like a honey pack?
No, like Imatrix, like headache medication.
Oh,
like I take
medication for something else.
Yeah,
so
like real medicine. I needed a Viagra. That's what I'm saying. Like it had alternate effects because I wasn't feeling it. Like my body, I just popped it. My head was hurting. I just popped the pill. And I'm finna go seal the deal. But I had a seal. Just flopping around. Just wouldn't do anything. And that's not necessarily embarrassing, but it is embarrassing. The BDR.
I think embarrassing for a girl. I don't know. I think when we're like in that stage of coming on or off our cycle and, depending on what might be left on the sheet or something, that to me is embarrassing. I think when I was younger, like when you're learning sex period, like when things start making noises and you get too much air somewhere.
Was that me? What was that?
Sometimes you want to make sure, or if you like toot because your legs are over here. To me, that's embarrassing. But I'm like at this age now, you just kind of like laugh.
Whatever happens, happens. Whatever happens, it is what it is.
Yeah, to me, those are embarrassing things. Like if you, it come on, you're like, the thing wet, you turn the lights on, you're like, oh!
Like a horror movie.
That's embarrassing because it's like, while shit happens, you never know. Like, we don't know if y'all gonna be like revolted by us. Like, it's like, hopefully it's like, okay, this happens,
See, I mean, like you said, everybody's an adult at this point in their life.
But
so if you like freaking out about that, like you shouldn't be doing it because,
you shouldn't be doing it, period.
Yeah, it's facts, baby.
Period.
That's fine. I didn't catch it at first. Oh my God. Fine. Did not catch it at first, so I caught it. Well, listen, I got to go ahead and get into the WWSD because it's fire, and I got something to talk about after that.
Let her upgrade you. What would India do?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. Hold on.
No, we'll go back to it. My husband and I went out to a party and we were having a great time together. Suddenly a woman comes up, hugs my husband, and they exchange some words. He then introduces me as his wife and she gives me a quick hug. Two before walking away. Now, I didn't ask who she was because I didn't want to seem bothered. But here's where it gets weird. At the end of the party, she comes back and hugs him again and say goodbye without a word to me this time. That's when red flags started waving in my head. On our way out, I overheard a friend say, that's his wife, like I'm some kind of secret. So she was, that's his wife. When I asked my husband the next day who she was, he said she was just an old client from his sales job years ago and that there was nothing between them. But I can't shake this feeling. It's been 3 weeks and it's still on my mind. Was this innocent or should I be concerned? A little in the chest at the same time.
A little.
I don't know. Again, when I see people's husbands that I may know that I don't know the wife, I always speak. I don't really wait to. It's common courtesy, obviously, for you to introduce me. Like if I didn't know India, hey, let me immediately.
Especially my woman, dog.
This is my wife, India.
No smoke. Facts.
Normally, I'll introduce. If that doesn't happen immediately, I'm like, "Hi, I'm Sydney. Like, nice to meet you. Me and Barrett went to college together. Whatever."
It's facts.
But in the instance it doesn't happen like that, or like say we haven't seen each other in years and we were super close. Hey, we might. No. We not slow running and all that stuff, but we might hop into conversation quicker.
Right.
And like, oh yeah, by the way, this is because I've done that. Even if I see like a girl and we talking, I'm like, oh yeah, this is my husband. Sometimes I forget to introduce Cameron. It won't even be like that. So I know sometimes it can happen, but I don't know. Unless she was being the goodbye part, she didn't have to necessarily say goodbye.
She could have gave you from across the room, hit him with this
I would have said bye, y'all. I wouldn't have said bye, girl. Nice meeting you. I mean, most times I do. Nice meeting you, but it could be like, oh, hey, see you later.
Yeah.
Or bye, y'all.
Now, I agree with you, 1,000%. India had a problem, and I'm not going to say this person's name because she had a problem with this girl for the longest time. And it wasn't like me and this girl had nothing going on. Now, the girl and the homies, the homies did something with her. But me and this girl, we was just cool. But every time she would come around, she would extra speak to me and not speak to Indy.
Oh, yeah, no.
At all. Like it was put a little extra sauce on the speak. You know what
I would
I'm
just
saying?
not talk to, like, if I'm not going to talk to your wife or I mean, your wife have beef, I'm just not going to speak.
I would think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
In this situation, the girl put the extra seasoning on the hood.
That's ground, so you want to.
And then like, damn, like, man, I'm trying like to bag up off of her, you know, move out of the way. But she would always find you where you were and come give you a hug. Barrett! Boom, give you a big hug. I'm like,
absolutely not.
So sauce on this hug now. But anyway, with this situation, you know, I think old girl tripping. I think she's tripping a little bit because I think both girls are tripping. If my man in the club and he with you and he chilling, he not ashamed of you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he trying to hide you. The girl came up to hug him. He hugged her back. And then when she left, when then you ask homie, like, man, you know, that's Charlene from sales. You know what I'm saying? Charlene from sales, that ain't nothing. And then he went, now I'm mad. Why you mad? Because she hugged me twice. Now the second hug, that probably would have, you know, I can understand why that would have made you upset. But I don't think you should be mad at him about it. You should let him know how it made you feel. Then next time tell him, hey, somebody hug you like that, make sure you say, this is my wife. So, you know, they ain't got to be whispering, that's his wife. Because they probably said it. They probably said it to old girl to let her know, like, hey, it was kind of egregious what you just did right then.
But at the end of the day, she still is the one that looks like the idiot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you going out your way to speak to my man and you don't speak to me, at the end of the day, regardless of how I feel, you still look like an idiot. And then when you have a man and that happens to you, that's when you're really gonna feel like an idiot.
Talk about it.
I just feel like, you know, you doing the most. If you're doing the most in my face, I'm gonna check you.
For no reason, too, though. That's what I'm saying.
But it's one of those things where you shouldn't be upset with your husband, you know what I'm saying? Unless he was like doing the most too. All right, girl, see you later. Hey, she look good there. It was good. Yo, Charlotte.
Hey, you see Charlene from sales. She stepped the game up. She lost at least 20 pounds.
Yeah, when you do all that, then everybody want to get cussed out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think it also depends on your man. Like, if you were showing zero interest, oh, yeah, see you, good seeing you. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, by the way, I wouldn't expect you to be like, oh, by the way, say bye to my wife.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, if he wasn't all that interested and he like, that bitch ain't nothing to me, then
let it go.
It shouldn't be nothing to you. If she pop up later on in life and, you know,
I mean, you know what?
The
situation happened like that with me in person before, and I did get upset. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I ain't get mad at India. I got more so mad because I wanted to smoke. Like I'm him. We were in Houston. I don't care. We were in Houston. Probably, it was at least about 8 years ago. We was BC before kids. We out here just living. BC before children, I'm sorry. So we in Houston, we staying with Ophelia. And Ophelia had these homeboys that she kicked it with out in Houston, whatever. And I mean, for the most part, some of the niggas was cool, some of them wasn't. We pulled up to the spot we had went out to. They had already known Indy because Indy had went out there for another party. So they had already kind of known her. So it's my wife, you know what I'm saying? We married. I pull up with her and they came up and they hugged her and they looked at me. Nigga didn't say nothing. So I ain't say nothing to them. I ain't think nothing of it, you know what I'm saying? All right, because first of all, I'm out of town. Ain't nobody there with me. Boom. Then I told Indy, I said, man, you think that was kind of weird? I told him right then on the spot. I said, it was kind of weird about what he just did there, right? Like, nigga like you or something? I just asked her straight up, like, I don't get mad at her. Like, the nigga like you? She's like, I don't know. I ain't think nothing of it. I'm like, Indy, for real? She's like, no, I don't think nothing of it. Indy turns into a blonde sometimes. Boom. The next day we went out again. I think it was Ophelia's birthday or something. Next day we went out again. Them niggas was back. Now we went to a barbecue. Now at this point, I found out my cousin was in town. And he was in town for a Q convention or something. Now I'm turned up. Cause now I'm like, okay.
I'm calling my cousin in his room. Hey, live, brothers.
If we want to do it, now
my God.
So we went to the party, whatever. Them niggas out there doing their thing. So now I'm a little more boisterous. I'm like doing the most a little bit, you know, just being seen. You feel me? And they did it again. So I'm saying, India, like, yeah. I saw it this time, but don't worry about it. I'm like, you gonna worry about it? Cause I'm not gonna come out again with them. Then we got to argue later on the trip, but.
You and Indy or you and the dude?
Not me and Indy. Me and Indy. Nah. Me and the dude. And them dudes was weirdos anyway. And it is what it is.
And you the one with the prize.
Yeah, right. Talk about it. Expensive prize, but a prize nonetheless.
Oh my goodness.
All that to say, Fellas, listen, man. I'm going to give everybody some game. Adjust my hat before I give you this game. Even if you are messing off with somebody and you know that person has another person, how about you be inconspicuous? How about you hug everybody? How about you be super respectful? Extra respectful, because
You
that
hug
way
everybody. You go around the party giving out hugs. Hey, good to see y'all.
free hugs. Put the damn t-shirt on. And you hug everybody because now you're not making the block hot. When you do things like this lady or like the dude I'm talking about in Houston, then you make the block hot as hell. Now I'm looking at Indy, not any type of way, but I'm looking at the dude like, does he like you? Listen to how I said that. I didn't even approach Indy. I said, buddy must like you. I'm not accusing my woman of doing that. I'm accusing this nigga of being a weirdo. So you got to figure out your battles and pick your battles wise. Give it up for me, man. I ain't had to do all that. All right, ran me hot, boy. I think dude married now and everything.
I hope
just
so.
kicked this back in. Let me ask you this question that I skipped over and I forgot to ask because you sent me this on the docket. All right, here we go. The question is, if your partner couldn't speak, would their actions make you feel loved?
That was deep, wasn't it?
That was deep. I like that she fired.
I was like,
I thought about it too. I said, it depends on the day.
It does depend on the day.
Some days I can tell when she's really not in the mood, really early in the morning. If you would have asked me that between the hours of 6 a.m. and 10 o'clock a.m., no, her actions would not show me. Her actions wouldn't even show me that we liked each other. Her actions would show me that she would rather be anywhere else but in this house. It's between 6 and 10. Now, as we progress throughout the day, she's got her endorphins in through Pilates and other things. Then her actions start to come around by calling me every 10 minutes to tell me the smallest of things. Boy, you know what? I just went through a green light. Damn, you did. Well, you must love me. You call me tell you went through a green light. That's what's
what
up.
husbands are for.
I didn't know you green. I didn't know you go on green.
Oh man, I got a good to put a pin in this. So I do think it depends on the day.
Okay.
But it also reminded me of, if that were the case, if I couldn't speak anymore, like, would Cameron feel loved by my actions? So I feel like that's a good thing for all of us to think about.
Facts.
And reflecting on, do we show how we show love, even if we're not saying I love you?
It's a Drake song about that.
Anyway, so yesterday I went to the UPS store to shred something, and I Googled before I got there that you could shred things under 2 pounds for free. So I was like, okay, bet. I'm just trying to find a place where we need to shred stuff because we don't have a shredder where we can shred it at that's close to the house.
That's smart.
I needed to go somewhere that was near the UPS store, so I was like, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? It's
Real
not
quick.
on the way. It's on the way. So I went there and I had literally had like a handful of envelopes, maybe like this. It was just like some mail.
Yeah.
I put it in there. It doesn't have any sign over here that says like weigh your mail, check in at the desk before dumping. Nothing. I made eye contact with the workers. Nobody said, ma'am, come here. And
none of that.
I could have just left, but I was like, I was cool to throw that in there, right? And she was like, well, you're supposed to weigh it first. I was like, oh, well, it's no signage. And I Googled, but my bad. She was like, well, let me, make sure, like, because I was like, do I need to pay for anything?
Yeah, like I got $250.
This is where I fucked up. She runs to the back to ask the manager, she's like, okay, well, since we don't know how much you put in there, which I literally walked in, put it in there, and said, I'm cool, right?
I looked at you.
Now, had I had like a shit ton of papers, then I would still be stuck in papers.
Breaking it like I didn't have.
And I came in with my Taco Bell bag I had just devoured in the car. So it's like, run the tape bag if you need to.
The plot thickens.
She charged me $5.
Shut the hell up. I said $250.
I said $5.
I'm never going back to that UPS.
I said, I'm saying all this shit out loud. I was like, oh, it won't happen again. Beep, scanning my car. I'm pissed. I got in that car and I called Cameron and I said, UPS, I didn't even get in the car yet. I was walking out the door. I said, hello. I said, I'm pushing the door. UPS got me so fucked up right now. And I just went off. That made me so mad. It made me so mad. So much so. I called another place. It's called Going Postal. I said, hey.
I like Go Postal.
I said, how much do you guys charge to shred? 99 cents a pound.
Bingo,
Say
Flamingo.
less. Click. I called UPS store back. By this time, I'm across the street at Hobby Lobby.
UPS now, you just gotta let them know how
And
you
I'm
feel.
in, I had, Hobby Lobby is a Christian
know where you
store.
are, yeah.
So I had to sit in the car and make this call. So they pick up the phone. I need to speak to the manager because that's the bitch she said she was going to talk to. I get the manager on the phone. I said, I just left from there 5 minutes ago. Y'all charged me $5 to throw away 5 envelopes.
To throw away 5 envelopes.
I said there was no
insane.
signage. I made eye contact with someone. Nobody asked me if I needed help. I could have walked out. Had I not asked y'all, I would have left with spending $0
Free
and
99.
0 cents. I said, and I feel like, and I said, I called somewhere else. I said, and I Googled, and I know she said, every franchise apparently is ran differently. So just because I saw it online does not mean unbeknownst to me.
Yeah.
I Googled free shredding near me, and that's what
And this
popped
one
up.
came up, so y'all need to do it better with your SEO.
She said, come back and we will refund you. And I popped my ass back in the car and I drove across the street.
You
and
get
I got
you
my.
2 Cardita crunches for that.
She was like, we'll just charge you for £1. I said, well, let me ask you this. How much is a pound of meal to shred? $1.50. So you charge me $5 as if I came in with 5 pounds?
That's crazy.
I was like, what? Run the tape back.
Oh,
I
this
literally came in and
nasty.
said, boop, I'm cool, right? It wasn't like,
Rewind. Look at me, rewind,
oh
gunshot
my
me,
God. But yeah,
fast
so
forward.
that was me saying that. I call camera for every little thing too.
Yes, that's what y'all
but
do.
he was like, can you calm down a little bit? I was like,
I don't want to calm down. Yep.
and it wasn't the $5. It was the principle. Because I'm like, surely I'm not paying $5. I literally had like all the 5 envelopes in my hand.
Even if they would have said $1 in the beginning, you'd have been like, bet.
Because that's why I was like,
Yeah,
I
I
can
don't
run
know.
you $1.
Because I
Cool,
don't
I
know.
don't mind. But you don't have no signage saying, don't throw away until you talk to someone.
Yeah.
It's just a trash can with a slit in it. And I know it's the shredded box. So I'm putting it in there.
That's crazy.
I said, what, y'all gonna chase me out the fucking store? Had I not stopped? Hey, man, you need to pay for your shredding. Like,
And then the kicker is, out of all that, you can open it up and see.
well, so look, it's a different company that comes picks up the bin and shreds it. So
Okay.
once it's in the shredded bin, just like in your office, you can't open it. It's locked.
Okay.
So I mean, that's why I said run the tapes back, because y'all would have seen me have
Gotcha,
this little bitty
understand.
stack and go bloop, and
You walk out.
because a pound of paper, that's a pretty big box of paper.
I think the stack of paper you get to print, not even a pound, that's pretty heavy.
That's why I was like, you got to be shitting me.
That's crazy. That's
When I
crazy.
called him, he's like, can you calm down? I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have to get off the phone with you. I just need to be quiet for a minute.
I just need to relax.
And I had to drive by. And in between that quiet time, that's when my churns were turning.
What
and
am I
that's when I
gonna
started calling and asking folk how much they charge to shred, because the math just wasn't mathing. And that $5 had me, I was sweating.
It wasn't $5, like you said. It was
Not $5 worth. I would pay my $5, but they ran me my money back.
I'm not going. You can tell me how off the mic, but I'm not going to that. I'm not going to that UPS.
Yeah,
either.
just go to Go and Post it. That way you can shred
Going both of fire. And it's always the black person in there that's from the hood. They got
for
a gold
99
tooth.
cents.
They got a gold tooth for their mouth. They always going to show you love.
Screaming.
Know what you
This
need,
one has
bro.
white people, though.
Okay, I don't know. Speaking of that, though, then we'll end this bad boy. What's your favorite way to receive affection?
Probably like massages.
Okay.
I really like, that's what Cameron
You
pretty
do.
much does every night.
should.
He rubs my back or rubs my feet or my legs or something. Rubbing me, I think, is my favorite. I'm a touchy person.
Okay. I'll
Spending money for sure. Giving
Ah!
things. But if you're
Ching,
showing affection with your body, I like to be.
India would say the same thing. I think the way she doesn't like hugging. Absolutely not. Physical touch is not her love language, except at night when she likes to cuddle. And that's why I do that another time. When she likes to cuddle. And
You still gotta do
I'm gonna
that.
do it right now. Hold on, let me hit the button. This ties in directly. Oh,
Now qualified advice from Be Love and Be Love.
trying not to look at me smooth.
Relationship.
I got the keys. Now, my relationship is about India and about cuddling. She likes to be cuddled at night. In the daytime, if you touch her, she like runs away. I'm like, whoa, what did I do? No Diddy. But at night, she would throw her hot ass leg over me. And then I'd be like, Indy, come on. Like, why are you doing that? You're not learning nothing from therapy. Because I don't want your leg on me. Indy's cold, boy. She cold-blooded. She'll say stuff like that. She'll gaslight you. Now I be like,
it's
damn.
nasty word.
Am I not learning nothing because I don't want a leg on me? So I start questioning myself. Like, what am I doing? Am I wasting money?
Screaming.
Then I thought about it. Like, it's not India. it's not that I don't want your leg on me. I definitely want it on me if it's naked. But it's not that I don't want your leg on me. It's that, first of all, you are fully clothed probably. You got a long sleeve onesie on in the bed, and you throw your hot leg over me, and you like to keep the temperature probably about 73 at night. I start sweating. I want to be comfortable when I sleep. So my relationship is this. Ladies, don't gaslight me because I don't want your hot leg on me. Let me breathe. Now, if we are cuddling to have intercourse, all the cuddles in the world are included. But if we just cuddling to cuddle and you dressed up like a nun, no, I don't want none. No cuddles, that is.
Cameron used to not like cuddling at all.
Really?
When we first started dating, he was not like it wasn't even like a laying in the bed watching a movie. He didn't want, he did not like that.
Cause y'all are hot. Y'all
I don't even know if it was the hot. It just didn't like, that wasn't his steez. And then he's like, 19? He just wasn't a cuddler.
Yeah.
Now I'd be like, Cameron will move. So I don't have a pillow this time, a pregnancy pillow.
Gotcha.
I just sleep with a bunch of
pillows.
Pillows. And this morning he took one of my pillows from behind me, my pillow that gets me on my back support. He took it away and I was like, what are you doing? He came and was cuddling. And I was like, okay.
Let me be your pillow.
But it does get hot. So we might start off cuddling, but we're always going to go our separate ways. But now it's hard to cuddle when you're pregnant.
Yeah. India old baby furnace. Heat be coming off. She old pot belly furnace too. Heat just be shooting up everywhere. Like you can't control the heat. Not saying her belly is pot, but anyway, you from the country, you know the vibes. Tell the people they can find.
Did you just call me a pot belly pig?
No, like
_ Syd the pot belly kid. Okay.
Get in with the pot where you been in. You can find me at BLove1911. Please be sure to follow She and I Podcast. Go to YouTube, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tune on in. The vibes are there. But in the meantime, in between time, it's been real. It's been fun, Syd. All right.